We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the twin flame collective, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, just to see what is going on. Today is the last day of September. We're getting ready to move into October, which is going to bring a lot of fresh energies and even a thinning of the veil. We start out October with that Ring of Fire eclipse on the 2nd, and of course Samhain and Halloween towards the end of the month. So we have today's alignment, which is our Libra sun is in opposition with our North Node in Aries. I want to talk about that a little bit today because this is actually very, very powerful for how our year has gone. And we've been playing out this Libra and Aries axis, which doesn't technically shift until January or the end of January of 2025. However, this is very, very important as that October 2nd, new moon in Libra, solar eclipse is going to play out on that axis too. I feel it's going to kind of close out a cycle or close out this cycle of this axis that we've been playing out. This is all about relationships and soul growth. So this has really affected us this entire year, and it's going to affect us as we move through this eclipse too. It's putting your relationship in the spotlight and kind of bringing up relationships. Now that North Node also plays a huge role in your destiny and things that are destined to play out, which oftentimes twin flames are very influenced by, we'll say, fated events or even destined events. So today brings a very positive energy no matter what your situation is. We also have a lot of healing energies as this Libra season is all about relationships and even shifting into the heart chakra and healing the heart chakra. But we're going to go ahead and start with a reading for the divine feminine first, just to see what is going on. Remember, this is just a collective general reading, so only take what resonates for your situation. That's why I encourage you guys to do those one-on-one phone calls with me through my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. I have tons of reading options. I do a 30-minute phone call for those reading options. I have tons of healings on there. I am an energy healer. I have tons of healing sessions, clearings, and activations that I do. This is really going to help you no matter what your situation. Obviously, the healings are going to help to raise your vibrational frequency and to release things, but they're also going to help with your outer situation too, no matter what is going on too. So check out the healings that I do. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through the process, as I've found is quite the process. That's why they call it the twin flame journey, right? Of doing that inner work. So I have tons of resources and things on my website to help you. Check out my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. I am doing healings and activations today. I do every day. But anyways, I have ones up for today's alignment. I think it's a beautiful alignment, and we want to be tapping into this North Node energy, and it can really help to bring a healing to your connection or your relationship. Okay, so we're going to start with a reading for the divine feminine just to see what is going on. Okay, so this is what's going on for the divine feminine collective, divine masculine. If you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? We keep on saying there's like this new beginning theme, and this is important for the eclipse because the eclipse is helping us to release things. And a lot of the things that we have been releasing with this Aries Libra axis is like codependency, toxic relationship patterns, toxic behaviors, things that have been holding you back, people pleasing tendencies and things like that. And this goes for both, right? This is a lot of what we've been working on, and it's been encouraging this year. I don't like this, but it's been encouraging individual soul growth in a big way this year too. Now we have this theme of a new beginning. So while this eclipse is going to close out, I feel it's the last eclipse of the year, and it's going to close out that axis. Even though that axis doesn't technically close out until January, we're still playing off of that. Like our last eclipse started a new one, but we're still kind of going through it. Now, new moons are a time to set intentions and to manifest, and this is like a new moon really amped up. It's really, really powerful, really strong energy. So yes, you want to be manifesting with it. However, there's a huge release of the past. So I feel this eclipse, when I tap in, is going to close a doorway, but it's also going to open a new one at the same time, and new beginning vibes. This is very positive energy for the twin flames too, as this is a twin flame reading too, for everyone obviously, but we're going to focus on twin flames for this reading. There were mistakes made. There are obviously lessons learned after the fact. Divine Feminine wants a new beginning. You know this is your person. You know that you love them. You know you want union. It just kind of depends depends on what's going on for you too. And wanting your divine masculine, I keep saying to start over with you or to forgive you or to let go of how things went in the past and to start a new cycle, getting it right. I miss looking into your eyes and into your soul. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. I always say twin flames, it's a little bit different than your everyday connection, your karmic or your soulmate connection. You're literally thinking about this person all the time. They're always on your mind. This is what can make the connection intense to balance, as you're having to balance other areas of your life or your soul path, things going on, right? So this can make it very, very intense that you're so fixated on the other person or you're always thinking about this person. This is very common for twin flames. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. Some of you guys may have been navigating some type of separation, breakup, not coming into union. It just depends on how that has manifested or what you're really, really navigating with that. Twin flame has a tendency to trigger deeper abandonment wounds that usually you didn't know you had until you get to that level of healing, right? They tend to trigger a lot within you and things like that. And it just kind of depends. You might be dealing with someone who's got commitment fears or commitment issues too, that you're probably realizing, divine feminine, and this might be playing a role in it. Or they might have triggered inner child wounds in you that you needed to heal or work through or to look at, or deeper patterns. It just kind of depends. So there's been some type of inner work that has come up for the divine feminine. This could be fear of them leaving. They may have things like that. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. This isn't for everyone, but that goes to the commitment kind of things. I call it being friend zoned and things like that. This is common with avoidance and things like that, so that you guys really are comfortable around each other. But when it comes to relationships, be mindful if that is a theme coming up for you right now. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure out this before. Now I know it's true. You know this person is the love of your life. I forget the term now, but I heard this. It's like, if your life was a movie and we were watching this movie, right, of your life, these would be the characters that everyone wants to end up together in your story. Like, right? Everyone knows you're made for each other. Like, there's some of those movies where you watch it and you're like, oh yeah, these people are amazing together. You're like rooting for them on the down low. You want them to end up together. We have that kind of main character energy coming up right now. You know this is your person and the love of your life. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. I don't want to be toxic anymore. We were talking about Libra, and we're in Libra season, but we have so much alignments with that Libra access right now. I'm not sure why. I think it's getting us ready for the eclipse. Like all of this North Node astrology, this is the universe supporting you and trying to support your union too. It's very, very much supporting both flames right now, even your union. You might feel that there are changes happening, unexpected changes that are, I say, inching, shifting you closer to your person. And this could be just thinking about them more. They're on your mind. It could be them popping up, communicating, reaching out. It just kind of depends. You deserve better than them. I really do care, even though I don't show it. Some of you guys are hiding your feelings and not opening up as much as you should to your person about how much you care about them. I'm in love with you. All right, let's see. Have faith in the universe. This is bigger than both of us at the moment. Have faith right now. I told someone this morning, it's not just about manifesting, it's clearing all of the blocked stories, narratives, thoughts in your head, and also on an energetic level that are convincing you that you can't have your manifestations. Okay, so we're at point A, we want to get to point B, which is union oftentimes, right? Like you're at point A and you don't know how to get to point B. You don't have to know. That's the universe that rearranges everything in the middle to get you where you need to be. Sometimes it's about setting that intention and having faith and trusting the process. I feel twin flames very much get tested and go through a lot of challenges and obstacles and have to face a lot of things on the path. Hold your faith right now. There isn't a second of the day that you're not on my mind. We talked about this, that you're always thinking about your masculine. You just want union. You just want to be around them, or you want to be with them. My soul recognizes yours and longs to be with you. And I always think about this stuff. I'm always like just trying to figure things out. And it's like just a deep longing, and just not in not in the physical sense, it's more of a spiritual pull towards each other. Like you guys are just happy to be around each other. There's some type of very powerful energy around twin flames, and you feel it even if they're not around and you're just thinking about them. You're a flame, so you're in that energy. Or even when you're around them, the energy that is activated or present or prevalent when you're around each other, you're really feeling that energy. And so it's like not in that physical sense, it's more of just wanting to be around this person. It can feel very magnetic from the heart chakra, where you can feel pulled to them and things like that. I've seen visions and glimpses of our future together. You just want a future with this person. You want to maybe make plans right now. You want to figure out what's going on. This is an amazing time to be talking about the future, making plans, goals with your twin flame, especially if you're in union. And this could indicate like all sorts of things you guys want to do together. It's like making plans together, right? We got the ego, it's like our plan, but union is actually your destiny if you're a twin flame, making some type of union plans right now. Our story is not even close to being finished. Some of you guys might know that. You've triggered deep insecurities I didn't even know I had. Be patient with me while I heal these things. Oftentimes your twin flame triggers a lot of deep wounds, insecurities, things like that. You've made me believe in love again. I thought I could detach. Being apart only makes the connection even more intense. You guys have a really hard time being apart. I feel there can be a lot. I explained there's a lot of lows and purges when you're apart. When you're together, it's like cloud 9. When you're not getting communication from your twin flame, or they've like disappeared, they're not around, right? Things like that. You're in a separation, you're in a break, there could be an absence. It just depends. This isn't for everyone. This is just a general read, but just know that when you're in those, it can put you into a lot of lows and purges and questioning things and awakening energy. We also have Pluto and Capricorn, and while it isn't directly aligning with this eclipse that we're going to go into, it kind of is. It's in the background, we'll say, and it's affecting things. This is a serious long-term energy. It's a spiritual awakening energy. So a lot of you guys are feeling that, like getting serious about your life and like working on things, putting in the work right now. We have those kind of themes coming up. This is also that Ring of Fire eclipse, my favorite, right? I always like, okay, it's a strong eclipse. And some of you guys might be in absence. You might feel like such a part of you is missing if they've pulled back, gone, whatever it is, not around. You really, really feel it. This person's energetic absence, we'll say, or their presence when they're gone. You're feeling it, right? You're missing them. You're wanting them. You feel like such a half, I don't want to say half a part of you is missing. There's a lot of regret over things that have happened. This can be a very emotional connection. While you connect on a very deep emotional energy connect level, this is a positive. It can bring up a lot of emotions too within the connection. You might see ways that you've sabotaged the connection. This could be patterns and like maybe ways that you've messed things up. I feel the energy is very hard to sustain with twin flame, and it gets very intense. And so I know, right? And you can get like burnt out, fried out, zapped out from it and things like that. You can have a hard time maintaining those higher frequency energies that is required for the twin flame journey. It just kind of depends. You might feel a lot of highs and lows with the collective energies as they're kind of going up and down right now and things like that. You might be an empath and you might be, you know, really sensitive if you're hanging out a lot. It just kind of depends, but you're being mindful of ways you may have sabotaged the connection. I say gone runner. You're becoming more aware of your own runner patterns or avoidance patterns and things like that. All right, shadow side. This person has shown you flaws and things that you need to work on. And we just talked about runner patterns, right? So, you know, when things get hard, either your twin flame might be leaving or you might be leaving when you should be staying through things, and it just kind of depends. Just be mindful of that in the connection, that there are things that you need to stay and work through, heal, and even move through. This is a connection all about healing and spiritual growth too. Okay, watch out for people. You're having people fall off your timelines. I was explaining this in a call last night, that a lot of you guys are just no longer resonating with some old friends and people that are not on the awakening journey and things like that. And that's okay. Now, you might have old people that are popping up that you're reconnecting with, and you are healing or mending connections, family, friends, past people. I don't mean in a romantic way. We're not supposed to do that. I mean like old buddies, right? You might have old people popping up And it just depends on why. And but you also have people falling off your timeline right now, where you're doing a lot of work, especially if you're a twin flame, you're doing a lot of healing work, and you're probably just no longer going to vibe with certain people or resonate with certain people. So people naturally come in and out of our reality, frequency based and things like that. So as you're raising your frequency, you might come into focus with new people, new connections, or you're being guided to let go of dead end connections. I know I hate saying that, but it's the autumn, it's the fall. And as we move through October, we have a big cleansing of energy, a clearing of energy. You're probably feeling that on a physical level. Like a lot of you guys have been slowing down, needing to rest, really just wanting to clean up your life and your energy right now. Like cleaning your house vibes, cleaning your space, clearing your energy, clearing things out vibes. So as we move through October, we're clearing things out. You're going to notice your dreams are super amplified right now, and you're getting a lot of messages through, and especially as we go into October, which brings a very thinning of the veil. So it's time to get spiritual, and we tap in more to the spiritual. So some of you guys might feel a little bit bored, especially if your twin flame isn't around, like you have all of this space. Make sure you're working on yourself with that space. Make sure you're clearing any draining connections, because these can affect your twin flame union as it's affecting your frequency and your energy. You're being guided to do more work right now, and I think that is important. You have a lot of paths presenting themselves right now. Choose wisely and like take time to think through if you're going to go in a new direction. This could be new projects, new businesses, new jobs, new connections. Just kind of think things through right now. You're going to be really successful in anything you're doing, but we have a lot of base chakra work coming up, root chakra work. This is connected with family trauma, karma, and things that you're healing across the course of this lifetime. You've taken on a lot of things, and it's all about releasing these things right now. You're being guided to spend more time with yourself, especially if your twin flame isn't around, has pulled back, or you're not seeing them as much. You should be anyways, but you're going to notice with twin flame journey, you tend to spend a lot more time by yourself. There's going to be times that you're with your twin flame, and maybe times that you're alone to reflect. So if you are by yourself a little bit more, use this time to really heal and reflect. We can really get in our frequency with that. We have Queen of Wands. This is a dramatic energy. There might have been some type of drama that's happened, and things like that. I always say it's like a dramatic energy, but it's of service energy and wanting to help other people. And I think this is important, that we're like shifting into becoming of service more and more, whether it's the people around us and things like that. All right, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So a lot of you guys have been kind of in your cocoon, your butterfly cocoon, and you're getting out of a period of solitude. Like if you've been in a separation, that's the solitude energy. It's the hermit. It's the awakening energy. It's like recovery. You're getting your mind more balanced. This can indicate reunion and union. If you've been in separation, or like kind of coming out more upgraded in a new version of yourself, right? So you've been spending a lot of time healing. It's showing, your energy's changing, and maybe you're really ready for union at this point, or you're in a union and you're like ready to get out of your cocoon more. Like I had someone was telling me like they were way in their cocoon and they're ready to get out. Like you're ready to do things. Like this could indicate getting more active. Now we have some attachments that you're needing to clear, and this is like addictions, being tied to things that aren't good for you. This could be obsessive energy. So when I see this card, it's the Devil card. It's like obsessive. So if you're being too obsessive about the twin flame journey, this could be codependency, not really lacking some things on your own that you've been using this connection for, as this is a relationship reading. Maybe you've been relying too heavily on your twin flame energetically, or to do certain things for you, and you're being guided to get a little bit more independent, because that's what that Aries Libra access is all about, doing things on our own, getting in our own energy, and kind of getting more energetically independent right now. So you guys might have had a hard time working together on something. Like this is like past mistakes. Maybe you or your twin flame stopped putting the effort in. I hate saying that, but it's like, you know, if you've been like not seeing them act into it or pulled back and things like that, and you're noticing they're not really putting an effort in, or maybe you need to put more effort in too, or you're wishing your twin flame would put more effort into the connection and act like they cared more, because we have those kind of cards coming up too. So we have the Six of Wands, and this can be like you're in the spotlight, but it also could be your relationship is in the spotlight this Libra season, the entire Libra season. I love Libra anyway, right? It's a time where we can recalibrate, balance, and heal certain things, and especially within our relationship. So it's very positive energy for the flames and for any relationships too right now. So tapping into this Libra energy to find a balance. Your relationship is like really in the spotlight right now, like literally, and maybe doing some work on healing your love life with these energies. So we have the King of Wands, and this is like your divine masculine coming through. They are confident. They're making plans. They're taking action. They might come across as very charming. I love using that word, right? Very charmed. Okay. But anyways, this is them like getting a plan. Like if you're like, what's going on with them? They're thinking about the future. They're thinking about the long term. This is a very fiery energy for both that you're both in. And I could feel that the other night. Both flames are in a very fiery energy. All right, so we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. You're still needing to clear things on a mental level. You have a lot of sabotaging beliefs, thoughts, and things like that. That is how we integrate out of the third dimension into the fifth dimension, through all of that inner work and reprogramming that we need to do. And so like, this is like, you might not be able to see things clearly. You might not be able to move forward, but you're releasing fear, anxiety, and things like that. And you might feel that. This could indicate going through some purges or needing to purge out and cleanse negative beliefs and blocks and ideas and ways of seeing things that have been blocking you, or maybe this connection, and just in general. So you're needing to clear out any type of fear, anxiety, worry, doubt about all of this. It just depends on what's coming up for you. And when we deal with Libra, it's a mental energy. Air is. So we're in that air energy, and it's very mental and healing of the mind, right? And things like that. While we're healing our relationships as a seventh house, we're also healing things mentally that might be blocking things. So a lot of you guys have a lot of negative thoughts and beliefs coming up still that might be kind of, I'd say, in the way or blocking things. Indicating you're needing to stay, I want to say careful with what you're thinking about as things are manifesting very fast. We still feel those equinox energies for like another 2 weeks, right? Those are powerful energies. We got the energies of the eclipse. Eclipses are like a wild card. It'll take you in any which direction. Take care with your thoughts right now. They're manifesting fast. Okay, so we're going to do a quick reading for Divine Masculine just to see what is going on. I'm always just trying to do some quick cards on here. All right, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. If you're watching, direct messages from your masculine to feminine, masculine collective. There's so much unspoken between us. I feel I need to tell you all, I really feel. This person might be pulled back, not communicating because it's unspoken. Could be on either side. Like you guys might not be really talking, or there might not be a lot of communication. Right now, it just kind of depends when I hear the unspoken. For some, it could be no contact, no communication, or just not telling you how they feel, shutting you out, pulling back, withdrawing. But it could be like just not really talking a lot, opening up. They want to tell you how they feel. They might be sorting out some of those emotions or feelings, but they really want to tell you how they feel. They have a lot to say to you that they haven't told you. Our love was too intense for me to handle. I needed a break away. This relationship gets intense for them as they're trying to navigate a lot in their life too, or intense emotionally. I miss your beautiful smile and joyous laugh that used to light up my world. I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. And this is like the root cause. I was making a joke about it. It's not funny though, but oftentimes we have the fear, I don't want to say the fear, but we have the avoidant, which is like, I might get hurt, right? I'm not going to do this union. And they like hurt Divine Feminine and themselves over and over again, breaking both of their hearts again and again and again. And I'm always just trying to figure out the point of that. Like, oh, I'm afraid to get hurt, so let me reject and hurt my Divine Feminine 100 times, hurting myself in the process, right? And I never get this because it's the underlying fear of getting hurt. But then it causes a lot of hurt to not do union, because the more you don't do union, the more it keeps you in painful separation cycles. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you so much. Expect this person, if you're not like hearing a lot, expect them to reach out more. If you're in union, expect them to open up and share their feelings with you more and get more open and honest, or give you more communication, or the communications might get really beautiful and really, really deep during this time, and they start to tell you their side of things. I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You are never a stranger to you. They know the connection. They know who you are. I'm on my way to you. This person could be coming over. They could be coming to visit. I'm ready to take my mask off. So we go through so many shedding or clearing of ego layers. Divine Masculine is kind of going within right now and doing a lot of reflecting. I need to tell you the truth. Once again, all about communication and needing to tell you how they feel and opening up things. I don't feel like I deserve you. The distance between us kills me. So there might be a lot of distance or space. And sometimes this is like the manifestation of it. And it just depends in what way. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. I will wait for you. There's no one else. And so just, you guys should know that anyways. And a lot of situations have been clearing fast too. This person is completely in love and dedicated to you. I feel the same emotions as you all of the time. And that's why it can get intense. So I always say, like, people are like, how does my twin flame feel about me? However you're feeling in the moment, right? So when you guys are going through those purges and intense emotions, usually your twin flame will stay away or avoid you because they're having a hard time clearing that energy too. You guys might, one or both might be better at clearing that energy. It just depends. So twin flames go through a lot of clearing of emotional energy or negative emotions, block up the connection. In a positive state, your twin flame's around you. Negative purging states, usually they're not around. We were created out of the same embers of the same stars. My soul was made with yours at the beginning of time. Everything I see now reminds me of you. You guys might like see little reminders and things like that, and you're always thinking about your person. You need to heal and open up your heart chakra more for this connection. You may need to let your feminine in more. You might need to heal your heart or just open up to love in general. Some of you guys are becoming quite love avoidant, right? Needing to open up to this connection. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance. So you guys are always feeling the connection. It doesn't go anywhere. You guys realize as flames. Soul tie. I always feel connected to you. This person's always thinking about you. They feel connected to you. They're broken though. They feel shattered about this situation. They've gone through a lot of pain and heartbreak over this. They're confused. I feel unclear about where I stand. So they might feel a little confused about things. They might feel emotionally overwhelmed or intense right now. The stress from this might be draining them. All right, understanding. I see your side of the story. This person might be really empathic or able to see your view, or I've been talking a lot about some of them haven't started out that way, but they're really starting to see your side of things and how you feel, whether this is like things that have caused you pain from their behavior or vice versa. They're able to kind of see both sides of things now. They're opening up more to this higher perspective of things with both of you. All right, passion ignited. This person has been opening up their heart chakra. They're ready for love. This is a passionate connection. I was thinking that, like, you guys can keep your boring connections, right? 3D connections. This is a deep, passionate connection, and there's a lot of that kind of energy, but it's what makes it deeper and amazing. All right, this person has been doing a lot of hard work and a lot of healing work on themselves, and they're getting the rewards. This could be abundance coming back. This could be, you know, shifting into higher frequencies and having that ripple effect in their life. Get ready for a new beginning in your relationship and love to start with this person, with this connection. Divine Masculine, this is choosing that new beginning and choosing union. Or if you're in union, bringing new energies into that union. Make sure you're using your third eye right now. You're going through a lot of changes and unrelated to this connection, a lot of financial and material changes in a good way. You're getting a lot of material and spiritual prosperity as you're staying positive, staying in gratitude and choosing to do this union. It's bringing a lot of beautiful energies into your life. You can see that your twin flame has changed you since you've met them, and that this union is changing you in a good way. And yes, financially. So we have this King of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are, you know, tapping into wealth, security, success. Your hard work is paying off. You're becoming the masculine you're meant to be, which is, you know, loyal, stable, a provider, a protector, grounded energy, taking care of your divine feminine. It's like turning into that masculine or that man that you're meant to be. You're getting some tests thrown at you right now. This is finding balance right now. This is like coming into a harmonious relationship. This is about being patient with the process and finding common ground and meeting in the middle with your divine feminine so that you can have a harmonious relationship. There's some type of relationship healing that the universe is trying to bring into your life. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is my destiny card, but it also brings big shifts. It's always like my 555 card. And so there's change coming. The universe is working in your favor and it's trying to shift you into this union too. So this is like pay attention right now. You're going to have some positive energies and good luck coming into your life that are going to align you with your divine feminine and with this union right now. Because a lot of you guys have been fighting the process. We have this card. It's like 9 of Wands. You've been like putting your walls up, fight or flight. When I see fight or flight, this could be running away, right? Runner energy, fight or flight, putting this off, putting distance and space in the connection, and it's been draining you because this connection is meant to uplift you and to inspire you. You guys always need your positive divine feminine's energy, so you guys might be left a little bit drained from fighting the process and things like that. We have the 7 of Pentacles. This is my like OCD and overworking card, but it's in reverse. Some of you guys are not putting in the work. Some of you guys are fast. I called it 1 foot out the door. Some of you guys have had 1 foot out the door and haven't fully walked in anyways. Some of you guys are like giving up, being impatient, right? Not putting in the work. I say not putting in the effort into this connection, and it's affecting things. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is your divine feminine energy. A lot of them might be like really successful, entrepreneur, but this is more like my home card too when we deal with the Queen energy. This is like being secure and stable. This is like financial independence. Your divine feminine is working on other areas of her life right now that might be really, really flourishing or paying off, because Pentacles is that, yes, it's an earth energy connecting with the earth and elemental energy, but it's also that financial energy too. And your divine feminine just wants a secure, stable, loyal connection with you. That's all they want. They just want a union. And there's someone that brings a lot of abundant energy into this connection or into this relationship in a good way too. So they might like work hard, but they enjoy, manifesting nicer things in their life. We have this Page of Wands. This is like good news coming through. This is also that communication, because we're talking about communication. This could be text messages, phone calls, emails, and things like that. It could be a letter. It's some type of news coming in, right? And this is like playful energy. This is the communication lightening up and getting really playful as you guys are shifting your energy. So, maybe some of you guys are being guided to reach out to your divine feminine. Maybe some of your divine feminines are the ones reaching out to you. Maybe someone's needing to respond if there's a block there, right? Or whatever it is. It could be on the other side or your side, right? Needing to reach out. So divine masculine is probably thinking about more communication with their divine feminine and what to say and even reaching out. All right, expect a phone call. Right? This might come out of nowhere. Just kind of depends. All right, I'm going to go on that note anyways. I am doing activations for today's North Node alignment in my website. You can do anything in my shop anyways. I think I have my stuff up till Friday, and then I'll flip it around again. So you can always do anything in my shop all of the time. Take a flip through, check it out. Check out my healings. They're going to help to, raise your frequency and shift whatever's going on in your situation. I have ones up for today too. They're amazing. Check them out. I love working with that North Node astrology too. So check out my site, sparksofdivinelightshealing.com, and have a beautiful day.